Okay, this is a review on electron configuration for the Chemistry Throwback Week 5 sheet. So the first thing I'm going to mention here, when we do this electron configuration, we look at this, we X out the helium over there on that side, and we pull it over right next to hydrogen and consider it sort of part of the S block. So you got to kind of remember that. The energy levels are written down the side on the periodic table. That will let you know what energy level you're in, so the number there corresponds, except the D block, remember, is one lower. So, for instance, something in this column here, this row, like vanadium, that would be in the 3D sublevel, so it goes down one. Everything else, though, is just the same. We won't go into the F, so you don't have to worry about that. So, going through here, when you go through, you just read left to right, top to bottom, just like you would read a book. You have to remember this is the S block here, P block's over there, this is called the D block. All right, and as I said, the F block is in the bottom, but you don't have to worry about that. We won't go into that. So I'm going to go through a couple examples here, and hopefully, it'll jog your memory, and you'll be pretty good at doing that. Okay, so number one here, we're looking at oxygen, so you have to find oxygen in the periodic table. So it is right here. It's in the P block, second row, so we know we're going to end up here in 2P. So we go back and look here. We write it out. To get to 2P, we have to go through 1s, 2s, and then we end up in 2P. 3 orbitals in the P sublevel. We fill everything here, and then you have to look at how many electrons for oxygen in that P level. It is the 4th element in, so that means it gets 4 electrons in that 2P sublevel. So remember, we go up, 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 down. All right, then writing the electron configuration isn't too bad. You just write the sublevels and how many electrons are in them. So we write 1s2, 2s2, 2p4. On the second one, we have to identify what substance it is. It ends in 2p2. So we look here at this periodic table. The second element in the 2p sublevel is carbon, because we go 1 and then 2, so we're carbon here is where we end up. So it's carbon that we're talking about. And then we can just go right off the electron configuration for this. It's 1s2, 2s2, and then 2p2. So 2p again, 3 orbitals in that sublevel. And then we have up and up. All right, the next one, neon. So we find this on the periodic table. We see neon is a noble gas. It's at the end here of this 2p sublevel, so we go all the way to the end. So we've got 1s, 2s, 2p, and we filled all 3 of these, so up, down, up, down, up, 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 down, down, down. All right, and writing the electron configuration for this one is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. This is another one we have to identify. We see here that it ends up in the 3s sublevel. The 3s sublevel is completely filled. So looking at our periodic table, the end of the 3s here is magnesium. So that's what we've got here, Mg, and then writing the electron configuration for this isn't too bad, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2. Argon, getting bigger here, looking at the periodic table. Argon is at the end of the 3p sublevel. So we have to go through all the way to 3p. That makes it 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p. All right, up, down, down, up, 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 down, 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 up, down, up, 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 down, down, down. So this one becomes 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6. Copper, getting bigger. We find copper here. It is 9 steps in to the 3D sublevel. Remember, we go down 1, looking at the row. It says 4 here, but for Ds, it's always 1 lower. So it's the 3D sublevel, 9 in. So we have 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s, and then 3d. Filling it up here. And then copper is the 9th one in, so we do up, 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 and then 4 downs, down, 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 down. Writing out the electron configuration, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d9. Next one, we have to identify it. It's the end of the 3D sublevel. So we look here. It's actually just 1 over here from copper. So that makes it zinc. Oops, that should be a lowercase n. So same thing, we just have 1 more electron. So 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s, 3d. And then this one is completely filled up. So we go all the way to the end here. All right, silver, this is the biggest one. Goes all the way down into the 4D sublevel. So if we look here at the periodic table, 5th row, but it's 4D. Silver is right here, Ag. It's 9 into the 4D sublevel. So I'm going to write this in 2 different rows, 1s, 2s, 2p, 3s, 3p, 4s, 3d, and then jump down here. I'll go to 4p, 5s, and then 4D. Alright, so fill all these up. I'll actually pause the video now so you don't have to watch me fill all the arrows. Okay, down here to 4D, and then we are 9 electrons in, so up, 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 and then 4 left, down, 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 down. And then writing the electron configuration here, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10. And then to finish, I'll jump down here. We've got 4p6, 5s2, and then 4d9. Last one here, don't have to do the arrows, so that's nice. It ends here at 3p. It's 5 into the 3p, so if we look here, 5 into 3p, third row, p block, 5 in, it's chlorine. So this is chlorine, and then just writing the electron configuration here isn't too bad. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. And that is that. So if you have any other questions about this, let me know. I'm going to put the Electron Hotel PowerPoint online as well so that you have that to look at if you have any need to kind of review the PowerPoint and the analogy there. But other than that, this is a review for this. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions.